Good Tuesday morning, meaties. Different day of the week because we had a holiday. Shout out to Froggy Fresh for being the first one in the chat. Devin Oliver sold their soul to be first in the chat. Didn't work. Hope you kept the receipt. You're going to want that back. You're going to want that back. Didn't make it. Maybe next time. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Thank you for your patience. I'm still a little under the weather. Started feeling not great Friday, so it's been a few days now, so that sucks. Always rough when you're sick for like a multi-day stretch, you know? Just kind of impacts everything that you want to be able to do. We filmed a podcast over the weekend, so that'll be out on Wednesday. You will hear how stuffy I am. That's tomorrow. That'll be out. I am just, I hope it's an okay podcast, because I'm pretty low energy the whole time. The whole time I'm just like, yeah, okay. But, yeah, I think it's just a cold. It's just, runny nose, a little bit of a sore throat. That's about it. So it's not too bad. You know. So apologies if I am a little bit low energy right now. I'm just trying to strive through it. Mug of the day is... Hold on. I hope I nailed it. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been sick lately. A lot of people lately. It's not Survivor this week for the podcast. Sorry, Kevin. It's a game, but we're hoping next time is Survivor. We're busy with Rumble stuff right now. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into the horror news. We got horror news, some dead meat info as always, and then we do have trailers to watch today. Is it a new game or an older one? I'll let you know when we get to the dead meat news. All right. When it comes to the news, hey Alexa, please stop spamming the emojis, because they're showing up on screen as like face green smiling, face green smiling, face green smiling, face green smiling. All right, this sucks. This is one that when I saw the news, I audibly exclaimed no. You know, it sucks. David Lynch is gone. 78 years old. Emphysema from smoking. Guy liked to smoke. He said it himself when he got diagnosed. He said, I have to say that I've enjoyed smoking very much, and I do love tobacco. The smell of it, lighting cigarettes on fire, smoking them. But there's a price to pay for this enjoyment, and my price is emphysema. That's what'll happen. Same thing with my dad. He liked to smoke. Got him too. Lynch lasted 10 years longer though. So good for Lynch. True artist. Incomparable. Like true artist, man. You know, just one of those people who saw the world differently and was able to convey that through multiple mediums. He was a musician too. He was a painter. But, of course, his films are what's most relevant to us. If you've never seen any Lynch movies, I mean, literally, in the dictionary is the term Lynchian, referring to work that feels and evokes his style. It's very surrealistic, a lot of Americana, kind of like if the tone of Tim Burton's Edward Scissorhands was more warped and weird and less cutesy, you would start to get into David Lynch territory. If you've never seen any of his work, I mean, you might as well start with his... Maybe Mulholland Drive is his most accessible. You think? What do you think? Twin Peaks is the show that he did. There were 2 seasons in the early 90s and then a 3rd season more recently that came out with a revival. That's really good, but that's, a whole show, so that's a big commitment. Blue Velvet might be a good one to start with. I feel like Mulholland Drive is the most crowd pleasery, maybe. Which one's the least accessible? I haven't seen all of his movies, but I would imagine something like Lost Highway or Inland Empire is probably among the lesser accessible ones. Which one has oh my god, I'm blanking. Sorry. Which one has the terrifying Laura Dern? Is that Inland Empire? One of the scariest things I've ever seen. Oh, Dune. His original Dune might be the most inaccessible. That's maybe true. Yeah, Inland Empire, terrifying. Fucking terrifying. Mulholland Drive also has one of the best jump scares of all time. I've never seen Lost Highway, I don't think. And I don't think I've seen Wild at Heart. Yeah, Inland Empire is scary, Laura Dern. Jesus Christ. Very scary. Yeah, it sucks. But, gonna happen to everyone. We're lucky we had him for as long as we did, and he made a lot of work. He made a lot of things that we can still enjoy. So thank you, David Lynch, for all your contributions to our weird existence of a species on this planet. The new Anaconda movie ensnares new cast members. It has... Where is it? They have been swallowed up by Anaconda. Tandy Newton, who I know from Westworld. She's great in that. Steve Zahn, best known, of course, from Daddy Daycare. Steve Zahn was recently in White Lotus. And what is he? Silo? Haven't seen that. But they're part of this now, along with Ione Sky. Is that how you say it? And Selton Mello. Oh, Ben. Advocating for Silo. That is producer and brand manager Ben, who makes these live streams happen every week. Also in the chat, social coordinator Michael. Oh, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Steve Zahn. Okay. Steve Zahn was in Joyride. Steve Zahn's in lots of stuff. Strange Wilderness, which Chelsea loves. Saving Silverman. He's in lots of... He was in Righteous Gemstones. Who was he in Righteous Gemstones? Which is one of the best shows. One of the fucking best shows, man. New season bad guy. Oh, the brother-in-law. Yeah. God, Righteous Gemstones is funny, dude. And I think it gets funnier every season. So good. Anyway, they're on this fucking weird Anaconda movie that's about childhood friends who want to make a remake of one of their favorite childhood movies. A group of friends facing midlife crises who are remaking their favorite movie from their youth. And they go to a rainforest. Starring Jack Black and Paul Rudd. Alright. Teacup got canceled at Peacock. I never saw Teacup. Anyone see Teacup? Any Teacuppers here? Any sippers? That's what we can call them. That's your retroactive fan base name. Sippers. Pinkies out. Anyone? Because it's inspired. It doesn't ever say based on, but it says inspired by the Robert McCammon novel Stinger, which I went ahead and read last year. It's a pretty thick book. Felt very Stephen King-like, very Under the Dome-like. I mean, it's the premise is a town getting stuck under like an alien dome. I like the book. Again, felt very Stephen King-like, but I want to know how much the show was like. Because when I was reading the book, I was like, I would love to see this adapted. But I don't know. Because everything I look up about this, even the Wikipedia article about this show, says the same fucking thing. It's just the log line. A group of people in rural Georgia must come together in the face of a mysterious threat in order to survive. That tells me nothing. Is that anything like Stinger? Probably not, right? If they keep saying inspired by. It's like Lost and From. They're stuck on a farm, and if they walk past an invisible barrier, they die. Thank you, R.E. Gonzalez. Swan Song is his best book. I think I bought that, Kevin Daniels. And it's very large. Sometimes I'll see books recommended. I'll buy them, and then they'll come in the mail, and I'll be like, what? This would take me a year to watch, or to read. And that, I think that's the case with Swan Song. Another one just came in like that, and I was like, what the fuck? So I hopped over to, because I finished Mrs. March, and so I hopped over to You Like It Darker, the collection of short stories by Stephen King, his latest collection of short stories. Much easier to read. Just a little short story. Yeah, I'm only 2 stories in to You Like It Darker. But I just like reading King, dude. I just like Stephen King stuff. It's cozy. We just watched The Stand. We have so much shit to watch for the horror awards and the Oscars. And we're trying to rewatch Severance Season 1 so that we can watch Season 2 because it's been too long. But we watched The Stand. Yes, the 1994 The Stand, not the 2020. The 1994 6-hour miniseries The Stand. We spent 6 hours of our life watching The Stand. It is not good. But we loved watching it. It was just so fucking cozy. Yeah, it was a 4-part miniseries. Each of them were an hour and a half. It's not good, but it was fun. And it's because Randall Flagg from the OG Stand is in the Horror Rumble, based on recommendation by Taylor, a wrestler, also known as Bo Dallas, also known as Uncle Howdy. So we had to get a feel for what Randall Flagg was like, so we watched it. And then I was gonna read The Stand, and I have my dad's old copy of The Stand. And then I found out that the copy I have is the 800-page version that was initially published, but that King went back and republished it as like a 1,200-page version. I was like, dude, the 800 one I could maybe make my way through. But you're gonna increase that length by 50%, dude? Come on. Yeah, Stephen King did say the Oscars should be canceled because of the fires. I extremely disagree with him. Anyone who says that, guys, this town needs the Oscars, man. The amount of jobs that event creates for people, you gotta think of all the caterers and the grips and the people, like, those people need that work, man. It's not just about the awards and the pomp and circumstance. What they should do, and I doubt they would ever fucking do this, but what they should do is have firefighters and first responders and people like that co-presenting these awards and feature them throughout the entire show. Like, focus. I'm sure they will have a segment of the show that's like, we think our fucking, like, sure. But make the whole fucking show about them. We do this every year. There's no reason we shouldn't bring out these people with stories that have gone viral and that have shown the heroicism of everyday people and honor them. Just fucking do that this year, dude. I doubt they will. I'm not going to get mad at them for not doing it yet. I doubt they're going to do that. But they should. That's what you should fucking do, dude. Come on. God damn it. This little guy. I'm always knocking this poor little guy down. All right. Scream 7 casting. It seems like every fucking week I'm talking about this damn movie, dude. They just keep throwing people in it. So first off, it was revealed that Joel McHale joined Scream 7 as Sidney Prescott's husband, Mark. Now this happens. This initially comes out, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that when they said Sidney's husband, Mark, was a guy named Mark in Scream 5, they were referring to Mark Kincaid, a character from Scream 3, where he had popcorn. His arm was in a sling and they had popcorn at the end of that movie. So you would just assume, if the name is Mark, it's going to be that Mark, right? And for 2 movies, we worked under that assumption, that Sidney was off living with Mark Kincaid. What I'm assuming happened is that Patrick Dempsey couldn't come back for whatever reason. Maybe it was the Thanksgiving movies, because he's tied up in that now, and they're very Scream-like. So maybe it wouldn't make sense for him to do that. Maybe he's busy. But because they had said that her husband's name was Mark, they're like, oh, no, it wasn't Mark Kincaid. It was Mark Evans. Mark Evans. That's who we met. It was Mark Evans and it's Joel McHale. So, I mean, I would prefer... I'm glad they didn't just recast Mark Kincaid. I wouldn't have liked that. We've gone 6 movies into this franchise. No character has been recast. That always sucks when it's like, oh, I'm supposed to pretend this guy is that other guy. So I'm glad they didn't at least... That's not Mark Kincaid, but now he looks like Joel McHale instead of Patrick Dempsey. I would prefer that, but like, okay. I feel like maybe if you didn't rush this movie out, maybe you could have gotten Dempsey. I don't know, man. Anyway, he's joining the movie as Sidney's husband. Let's see if there are any comments. Deadline, I don't know what Deadline comments are, but let's see if there are any comments saying either opening kill or killer, because we get it every time. 25 comments. It's a good amount. What do we got? He's definitely dying in the opening scene. Dude, no, the response, no, he's definitely the killer. Every fucking casting thing for this movie. Oh, Scream 7. And then it was announced that Jasmine Savoy Brown is returning for it. So that means both Meek's twins, are back. It had been previously announced that Mason Gooding was coming back as Chad. So, Scream 7 will not be ignoring Screams 5 and 6, as some people feared. So it will be continuing the continuity, which I'm glad of. So we'll have half the core 4. I'm really hoping she might be the opening kill. I'm really hoping that Melissa can come back, because that's the only way I'm going to be fully on board with it, you know, is if she's made good. Ideally with an apology. I don't know if CEOs are capable of doing that. But because I love Mason. We're buddies. Jasmine Savoy Brown is also someone who is very vocally in support of Palestinians, as was Melissa. She's back. Also, Mindy is the first queer character in the franchise. There was a cop in Scream 2. Excuse me. And possibly Robbie from Scream 4. I just really hope we're able to bring back Melissa, both for her sake, to make things right, and to, maintain the continuity of the franchise with that character. I don't know. Melissa posted on Instagram, what they do, not what they say. Watch what they do, not what they say. When did she post that? I didn't see that. I don't know. Anyway, obviously anyone can have their own opinions about any of this. I would say, Jasmine is an actor who acts for work. And also, as a queer woman of color, which Jasmine is, might not have that many roles available. So, just factor that in to your own opinions about people and things. Actors need to work too, I don't know. I'm just saying personally, I'm not upset at her. I don't know if Melissa is, based on that potential post that she made that I didn't see, but I don't think Jasmine is turning her back on her ideals. But again, you can feel however you want about this whole situation. I'm just here to report the news. Hellboy's Mike Mignola, not sure, is going to be auctioning off some things for wildfire relief. Thank you for that, sir. Proceeds donated to the World Central Kitchen. And he'll be auctioning off on eBay 2 figures and 2 posters. They are Sideshow Hellboy Cronin 12-inch figures. I know all about Hellboy. Mignola. Thank you, Pleo. Appreciate that. So if you want to pay what I'm sure is an exorbitant amount, exorbitant has negative connotations to it. If you want to pay what I'm sure is a premium amount and help wildfire relief, jump on over to eBay and nab these boys up, I guess. Get out of here. The Cher-produced Little Bites heads to Shudder on this February. This is a movie by Spider-One, starring my friends. And it has Chelsea and I in a wordless cameo. Don't watch it for us. But do watch it if you want a slow burn domestic horror featuring a great monster villain. This guy is scary. This guy is scary and mean. He's such a sassy little bitch. And Chrissy is incredible. This is a starring role for Chrissy, who you may better know from the beginning of Terrifier 3. She's the mom in that scene. She's fucking incredible. And I'm not just saying that because she's a friend. Such a good role for her. She's incredible. I said it's called Little Bites? Yeah, it's Little Bites. Luke, did I get that wrong? Yeah, so Chrissy, you might know her from Terrifier 3. Is that monster a goblin or a hobgoblin? No, he's vampiric. Oh yeah, she's very good at screaming. we go to Chrissy's for Christmas. Not Christmas Day, but every year she has a Christmas party, and we go there with the most intense game of White Elephant you have ever played. Yeah, I'll take a few minutes to explain this game. This fucking game of White Elephant, there's a giant pile of presents in the middle of the room. Giant pile of presents. We brought like 5 things ourselves. Everyone sits in a circle around it. And we pass around a couple of dice. When the dice come to you, you roll them. If you roll a 7 or an 11, you get a present. If you don't roll a 7 or 11, you just pass it. So you roll it, and it's a fucking 5. You just pass it. You don't get a gift. It goes around. And if you get a 7 or an 11, you can either pull a gift from the middle without, you don't get to shake it, but you pull it and you open it immediately. You can also steal someone else's gift if you roll a 7 or 11. So what this means is that, theoretically, 3 people could get all the gifts if they're the only ones rolling 7 or 11. What also happens is, for instance, we wanted to fucking throw a bomb in there. So we bought an air fryer and put it in there. That air fryer, there's no stealing limit, Heather. There's no stealing limit. That air fryer went back and forth so many times. And then because people are using their 7s or 11s to steal rather than to open new gifts, the pile just sits there and the game keeps fucking going on. When all of the gifts are gone and opened, there are 3 more rounds that it goes around with just steals if you roll 7 or 11. There are also a couple of mystery boxes in there where you can choose it, but you don't get to open it. It's not opened until the very, very end. So you can steal that mystery box just because, like, vibes. It is so intense. There was a signed book by Cher. There was Cher's new book, a signed copy, that Barbara kept fucking stealing from us. We wanted it for Chelsea's mom, who was a big Cher fan. So we would get it, and then Barbara would roll a fucking 7, and Barbara would take it from us. God damn it. And then we would roll a 7 and steal it back from Barbara. And it would just go back and forth, until finally the last round, Barbara didn't roll a 7, and we were like, fuck yeah, cool. Goes to Barbara's daughter, Olivia, who we've been hanging out with this whole time. Olivia's a college student. And we're not near college age anymore, but we're still able to get along with her and, like, hang out. She's great. She rolls a 7. She fucking steals that book for her mom. She stole that book away from us for her mom. But thankfully, Chaz was there. Chaz Bono. Saw this go down. Chaz gave us an extra copy of Cher's signed book. Thank you, Chaz. Chaz and his partner Shar, thank you so much. They hooked us up with a signed copy of the book, and we gave that to Chelsea's mom for Christmas. That's my Christmas story. That's my Cher Christmas story. Well, Chaz is actually in this movie, Little Bites, and he's incredible in it. He's very good. There's a great scene between Chrissy and Chaz, so check this out. It's a fun, very slow burn, very indie horror film. But good music, great acting, great villain. So check it out. Again, it's slow, but you'll see some great acting in there. Fucking Barbara stealing our Cher book. Thank you, Chaz. Chaz saved Christmas for us. Barbara didn't give a fuck, dude. We're like, this is for Chelsea's mom. She's like, I don't care. I want this Cher book. Barbara's ruthless, man. There's a new Gremlins movie possibly in the works from Christopher Columbus. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he's the Harry Potter guy. He did Home Alone. He's done a lot of shit, dude. Barbara Crampton, Raymond. Who's writing this thing? Ba, 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 ba. I thought that it had. Oh, also said to be involved is Carl Ellsworth, who wrote Red Eye. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Red Eye's great. And co-scripted the Last House on the Left remake. That's cool. And Ellsworth said, at least in 2020, that this new Gremlins movie would be a horror movie. You know, going back to the original. Less of the sequel. More of the original. So, let's hope this happens. We love Gremlins. We love Gremlins here, don't we? Don't we? Those little bastards. A bunch of BAFTA nominations for horror movies. So Hugh Grant for acting. In Heretic. Demi Moore, of course, lead actress, and The Substance is also nominated for director for Coralie, original screenplay, makeup and hair and sound, and then Nosferatu, also 5 nominations. Nice. Cinematography, costume design, makeup and hair, original score, production design. So that's cool. The BAFTAs are basically the British Oscars. So good on them for recognizing these great horror movies. And we will see when the Oscar nominations finally come out if any of them also get nominated. Demi Moore almost certainly will, which is great. That might be it, though. If I had to guess, I would say that's probably the only Oscar nom any horror movie's going to make. Maybe with the technical stuff. Substance should definitely get sound design. That movie's sound design's so good. But we'll see if anything else makes the cut. This is really exciting. Shudder is partnering with Arrow to do some physical releases on some of the movies they've distributed. So, the only downside is, so Arrow is a UK-based company, and so some of these releases are UK only, which sucks, because I saw this list, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I haven't seen Night Watch, but, like, The Sadness, that'd be great to have physical release. Deadstream, I will always vouch for Deadstream. Hilarious movie. Everyone should see it. Speak No Evil, the original. Huesera, The Bone Woman, great movie. Hellbender, which I really liked. And then, I'm not familiar with these last two, Night Watch, Demons Are Forever, and Perpetrator. But, the only US releases are Hellbender, Night Watch, Demons Are... The 3 I don't know, and Hellbender. And then, the UK releases are the other ones. Which sucks, because, like, I would love to have Speak No Evil, Huesera, Hellbender is US. That's good. But Deadstream? I don't get Deadstream? A lot of the UK releases are region-free on Blu-ray? Oh, okay. Well, then I'll gobble that up. Grab that. Yeah, Huesera got nominated for at least one prime rib. I forget if it was nominated for multiple. But yeah, that's cool. Arrow is one of those great companies like Scream Factory and Vinegar Syndrome that makes and what's the other one? Severin. That make good Blu-ray releases. Oh, it won Best Lead Actress. Oh, wow. I forget sometimes because now I'm not the sole determinant of who wins what. One Best Actor. Wow. Nice. First look at Screamboat, where David Howard Thornton plays a little mouse. That's Art the Clown as a mouse, killer mouse. Steamboat Willie, Screamboat Willie. And this one is being made by... it's just called Screamboat now. It's coming out in April instead of this month. And it's made by Stephen Lamorte, who made The Mean One. which I thought was fine. I thought it was cute. I thought it was effortful. They put effort into it. So now he's making another one, Screamboat. I know David's excited about this one. And we'll see. It also includes Kaylee Hyman, who was in Terrifier 2 as the friend who spikes Sienna's drink and gets killed in the bathroom of the funhouse. I really liked her in Terrifier 2. So we'll see. I'm sure it will be better than Mousetrap. I would be shocked if it wasn't. And then in the same vein, we have the Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare movie. This one is made by the Winnie the Pooh guys, who, to their credit, improved drastically between the first and the second movies. So I haven't seen this one, but apparently it did well enough to extend its theatrical flight for another week. So it's still in theaters for a couple more days until January 23rd. Today's the 21st. So you can rush out and go see it if you want. Has anyone seen this? Wendy Darling strikes out in an attempt to rescue her brother Michael from the clutches of the evil Peter Pan, who intends to send him to Neverland. Along the way, she meets a twisted Tinkerbell, who is hooked on what she thinks is fairy dust. Ben's friend saw it and said it was the first Pooniverse movie he actually liked. Okay. Neverland Nightmare is a UK-made film, but hasn't actually released here. Is that true? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. There he is. Remember that fucking Popeye trailer we watched? The Spinach Factory? Oh, boy. What a world we live in, man. The original Hellraiser is coming to theaters in February. Perfect for Valentine's Day. It's the first time in almost 40 years since it came out in 1987 that it'll be playing in theaters. That sounds like a good time. I've said this before. Hellraiser was the very first movie that Chelsea and I ever watched as a couple. Long before horror movies were to be our thing. Before Dead Meat was ever a concept. Because this would have been 2012. In 2012. First, we were like, you want to date? Like, officially? Yeah? Okay. You want to watch a movie? Let's watch Hellraiser. I forget the other movie we watched. I have it down somewhere. But it's the weirdest double feature. I forget what it was. It was some, random comedy. I'll have to look that up sometime. But Hellraiser was the very first movie we ever watched together as a couple. Yeah, see that in theaters if you can. And then a 4K release is also coming out. Stop it, Fangoria. Finally, in similar news, The Substance is also returning to theaters. Pump it up. January 17th. I'm not sure when it ends, but this is a thing that award-nominated movies often do. Put them back in theaters, get a little bit more money based on the word of mouth. So if you haven't seen The Substance, or even if you've just seen it at home, check it out in a theater, dude. The sound design is so good and is worth seeing it with a theater sound system. So look where it is, see if it's anywhere near you. Again, probably my favorite horror movie of 2024. Fantastic work. Loved it. Highly recommend a theater experience. So the Oscar nominations are Thursday? Okay. So hopefully Substance. I'm hoping for multiple noms. We'll see. Oh no! Axel saw The Substance on Saturday, but their theater system sucked. Ah, that's their theater sound system sucked. That's a bummer, man. Oh, it wasn't on the short list for best sound? That's bullshit, dude. Yes, there will be Dead Meat Horror Awards. Ideally, what I aim for with the horror awards is to have them come out the week before the Oscars do, because I feel like that is the height of award hype. But it's just not possible for us to meet that deadline. So I think it's gonna be 2 or 3 weeks after the Oscars. And next year we might move it out of award season entirely, just because it's really rough to start the year with the Rumble and the awards. Both of those things take so much work from people across the board, like employees across the board. So, 3 or 4 weeks after the Oscars is what we're looking at for the horror awards. So it sucks to come back from our holiday break and then be like, we're already behind. it's real rough. So next year we might move the awards a little bit later into the year. The only thing that sucks with that is like we're celebrating the previous year's films. And so the further you get from the end of that year, the less salient that's going to be, you know? Survivor does take work, too. That's the other thing. Horror Survivor also takes a bunch of work. So if that's at around the same time, there's a lot. There's a lot going on that the things that don't lend themselves to simple production. But we will have the Rumble. Like, same thing with the Rumble. The goal with the Horror Rumble is to have it out the week before the WWE Royal Rumble. This year, it's going to come out the same day. So it'll be out February 1st, Saturday. Hopefully that means people will be like searching the Rumble that day and be able to find it that morning and maybe pre-game their Royal Rumble watch parties if you are having people over to watch the PLE, as it were. Maybe start with the Horror Rumble or end with it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm having people over for the Rumble, and then I think we're going to, after the Rumble, put on the Horror Rumble. Yeah, exactly. Ari Gonzalez, you can make all the friends who are coming over watch the Horror Rumble, which we haven't recorded yet, but we're getting close. We're getting real close. Oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll do a live premiere of that too. I think we did that last year. So maybe not the 6 a.m. thing then. Maybe we'll do a noon premiere. Noon Pacific time. February 1st for the Horror Rumble. Because it's so fun to watch it live and see people's reactions. All right, the good timing, because that was the last news thing. So I guess we've been talking about Dead Meat stuff. No kill count this week. It'll be next week. Next Friday, it'll be 28 weeks later. To jump on that excitement over the upcoming 28 years later. It was an episode that, we initially planned to do at the same time as 28 Days Later, but that was when my dad got really bad, and so we didn't have the time to do that episode. Then the plan, and I was so proud of this plan, dude, was to make the episode for 28 Weeks Later come out 28 weeks after the 28 Days Later episode. And that fell in October when the strikes were happening. So that plan got ruined too. But now, it was a good bit. It was going to be perfect. It landed in October, our good month. It's going to be great. 2023 was rough, man. But now, we're finally making it. It's finally coming out. And there's still a lot of hype over 28 Weeks Later, so that's fine. That'll be a good time to have that go up. The podcast will be coming out this Wednesday, tomorrow. It is a game episode. It was a, oh shit, James is sick and the fires kind of messed everything up. So what do we do for a podcast? Oh, writer Tim had some games set aside that both of us can play, great. That's what we did. So, Gressel, would we ever consider going on any Dropout shows? Yes, we want to go on those. Thank you, Fallen Bishop. Put us on Dropout. Tag us in. The games are a return of Only Connect, aka Breaking James with Trivia. It was that episode. But now Chelsea gets to play it. And guess the tagline. So we play both of those things in tomorrow's episode. And it's Chelsea and I playing them as Gressel runs it. It's good times. It's good fun. That's the podcast. And then we're hoping for Survivor the next time. Hoping. Rumble on February 1st. We'll do a noon live premiere of that. Should I reveal a wrestler? I don't think we have any images of them. Let me see. Okay. Come on, fucking turn. First reveal. There she is. Want a party? Looking for some action? And there's more where that came from, friends. I'm super excited. It's a great roster. It's a great roster, man. It's a great mix of heavy hitters, deep pulls, kill count lore characters. There are 6 returnees this year. So, a lot of returnees. And if you have people coming back, well, you would assume that the previous winners would demand that they be able to come back as well. Have another shot at winning. We're going to have some fun with this one. I can't wait. There are some good matchups that we're hoping to see. That's good. That's good. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait for the Rumble, dude. The entire time, and I forget if I've already said this, the entire time we're doing this, because we're working over break a little bit on it, and it's like Chelsea's killing herself making these 30 characters, and then we have to go through all there are so many, there are probably hundreds of entrance motions to choose from, so we're just sitting there scrolling and watching them come down, and we have to fast forward through the initial bit where it's like waiting for them to come out, and then we're like, this one's boring, or like, oh, this one's good. No, they just did a weird thing. It just takes so fucking long. I think we're at just under 100 hours logged on that game. It's so much work, and during those early processes, we're like, this is rough, dude. Why do we do this? But then we pick their entrances, and we put the music to them, and that's when I'm like, no, it's worth it. It's so good. It's so good watching them come out to the songs playing, and it's so fucking stupid. And then just knowing that we're going to get to watch them get in the ring and fight and see what craziness comes from that. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to watch it. It's always worth watching a couple of times, Corduroy Boy, for sure. Because there's so many things to look at, you know? Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for the Rumble. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you, ramen noodles. We don't have Frankenfurter in there. But maybe we could try to cover that movie this year. Copyright claims on the songs be damned. Maybe we can try to cover it and then have that as an excuse to have him next year. That'd be great. Because that'd be a good character to make for sure. Yeah, like when Stephen King knocked Pennywise out of the ring. You can't script that, dude. And this year we're going to run five matches instead of 2 or 3, so that Josh or whoever picks it has a lot of options to choose from for like what's the funniest match. You know, last year he did have we had the incredible fortune that the first person out was fucking John Kramer and the second person out was slow ass motherfucking Jeff. And then that Jeff eliminated John Kramer right off the bat. Again, you can't fucking script that, dude. And then, yeah, Cabbage, Brenda just running to the ring and taking him out. Oh my God. It's so good. So we're gonna give him 5 runs of the show and have him pick whatever has the most like fun story beats to it. Oh my God, I can't wait. Can't wait. Is that it for Dead Meat news? Because that's mostly what we're focusing on right now. We do have, I'll tell you this. We're cooking something else up for next month. It will be timed with the Super Bowl. It'll be our own little halftime show for the Super Bowl. And it will involve the monkey. I'm excited for it. It's a cool thing that we're going to get to do. I know, sorry about the lines. Yeah, that's rough. We don't like it. And I ain't talking Robbie Williams, which is a great movie. We saw A Better Man, made me cry, real good. It will not involve Robbie Williams. Not Robbie Williams, goddammit. I'm talking the monkey. Not the monkey movie. Not the Monkey Man movie. Not Monkey Man either. Oz Perkins is the monkey. Who am I rooting for now that the Lions are out? No one? We're not making something about Robbie Williams. What, you want kill count schedule? Do we even have kill count schedule, dude? I feel like with the every other week thing going on, we're like, maybe change it. We're not gonna rock DJ. No. 28 weeks later, on the 31st, Outlast will be after that. Again, the fires have moved things. So Outlast won't be out on the 7th. It'll now be out on the 14th, which also bumps what was supposed to be our Valentine's Day episode. It was supposed to come out on the 14th. Now it's going to come out later, I think on the 21st. Fresh. One of the rare romantic horror films. It's a movie that I've wanted to cover for years. I thought it was great. Loved it. It's very good, so check out Fresh. It disguises itself as a romantic film at first. But yes, we'll have Fresh come out, and then hopefully we can get back on schedule with the other Friday, or with the other February kill count, which will be maybe I should have a vote. Because right now, well, I won't say what it is right now, but I feel like there are 2 options for like the big one. What would people rather have? Terrifier 3 or Smile 2? Probably Terrifier 3, right? Terrifier 3 does fucking... Terrifier 2 does numbers. It's probably Terrifier 3, and then we'll get to Smile 2 soon after that. Jesus Christ, y'all jumping out at me, man. Smile too if I sing to you. That's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna save Terrifier 3 for Christmas, dude. We need those views now. Although, In a Violent Nature is doing real well because somehow it hasn't been restricted. I feel like I shouldn't even say it. I feel like I shouldn't even fucking say it. It's about to hit a milli. It's about to hit a milli, baby. Is it making us any ad revenue? No. But January ad revenue is low anyway, so fuck it, you know? Why not do Terrifier 3 in July for Christmas in July thing? Just because I feel like people want the new stuff, you know? Do poll in chat. Listen, you'll get both of those soon. You'll get both of those first half of this year, regardless. They're both big hits, so I think they should do well. All right. I think that's it for Dead Meat News. Any questions? Anything that I haven't brought up that you're curious about? I'm more of a slugs kill count guy, said Ketchup. I don't think we have a slot for another, like, kill count like that, you know, the ones I really like, until March. It's the every other week that we're like, okay, well, if we're putting out half the episodes, we gotta make sure that they do well, so, you know. But I think we'll settle into the one for me, one for them eventually this year. Trust me, dude, if they could all be slugs, they would be. Or Frankenhooker. But just compare those numbers, you know? Anything else? What do you keep asking for a hairline reveal? I'm sitting here without a fucking hat on, dude. You can look right now. Do you think we'll see Stranger Things anytime soon? That's a lot of fucking work, man. That's not even, that's well beyond a season of television work with how each episode is fucking feature length. I don't know, dude. I don't know when we have the time for Stranger Things 4. I'm sorry. All right, let's do some trailers. Oh, also coming out this week, we have Bystanders. Do I know anything about this? Was there a trailer or anything? Abby and her friends attend a frat party, but it turns into a nightmare when they're drugged and hunted for sport. Sounds a little like another movie that came out recently that I actually kind of liked. But, oh wait, as Abby escapes, a mysterious couple arrives and they're ready to turn the tables on the predators. Okay, it might be a little different in that regard, but Grafted. When an awkward but brilliant Chinese student wins a scholarship into a prestigious New Zealand university, she finds a new way of achieving the popularity she craves, one bloody body at a time. Are these streaming releases, by the way? This looks like maybe Apple TV, maybe? And Grafted, which has given me kind of a American Mary May kind of vibes, maybe. Oh wait, no, that's Apple. That's a different thing. That is a different thing. This says Apple TV AMC Plus. This doesn't even have a thing. Under releases, they're both digital. Okay. And then Into the Deep. I know that lady. That's Scout Taylor Compton. Friend of the show. Friend of the channel. From Halloween and tons of other horror movies. Looks like a shark movie. Horror action thriller. So if you like shark stuff, which I guess there are people who are obsessed with sharks, right? Chelsea told me people were obsessed with sharks. And then she was like, yeah, there's a whole week. There's a whole week devoted to them. Sharks. Because we were doing a crossword puzzle, and one of the clues was a fast little shark. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. And she was like, I don't know either, but some people would know the shark. Anyone know? Fast little shark? 4 letters? You know what that would be? You know what that answer would be? You got that? Not baby. Not baby shark. Good guess, though. Yeah? See? Mako. You guys fucking know it. How do you all fucking know about Mako sharks, dude? Never heard that word in my fucking mouth in my life, dude. All y'all jumping on Mako. What? I look up Mako shark. That just looks like a shark. How y'all know that this is a Mako? That just looks like a fucking shark. This just looks like a shark. Was the defining characteristic of this little shark? All right, good on you, man. Such a cute, dumb little shark face. All right. Goes to show. There's infinite knowledge out there. Of all sorts. And you might not know things that other people fucking love. All right. What do we got for trailers? We got a few trailers. Oh, Until Dawn. The movie based on a video game that's nothing like the video game. Let's see what it looks like. I haven't watched this.
I'm looking for my sister. Does she look familiar to you?
She's gone missing.
I didn't say that. Do a lot of people go missing around here?
Up the road. That's why people get into trouble.
Those were the first people here in years.
Looks like it too.
Weird. That's my sister's signature. Oh, shit.
Guys, check it out.
What happened to these people?
Where's my car?
Oh, she's doing the TikTok thing.
Where's Megan?
What was that mask? I hate it when the kills are clearly shown, like which character's gonna die. Because that one could be editing, you know.
What the fuck just happened?
Oh, okay.
Fucking murder. And now we're here again.
So the night is just.
Then that's okay.
I don't remember that happening last time.
So there's the element of the game, kind of. If you save scum. Trailer sounds very low. Oops.
Holy shit. Every night, something new is trying to kill us.
What is that?
Kind of cabin in the woodsy.
How many more deaths do you have in you?
Nobody's made it past 13 nights.
Huh.
If we want to survive, we have to make it until dawn.
He said it. Oh yeah, Edge of Tomorrow ish.
Let's get it now.
I'm just gonna grab it. Don't move.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, ew, gross.
It's not
You know what? I like that premise. I like that premise. Because it's what we all wanted to see out of Cabin in the Woods, right? Cabin in the Woods, great movie. They get to the end where it's all the different monsters. And you're like, oh man, I'm loving seeing all these monsters tear shit up, but like, I also kind of want to see each of their movies. This is that. This is like, yeah, we have the different monsters, and we're gonna give you each of their movies, like little tidbits of it. So I like that premise, man. Obviously, it's not really the game. Granted, the game, like we said before, has a lot of elements of different horror properties included, but this one is not done in the same way, but I guess it has that element to it if you want to make a link to the game. Adam McCullough says, I think the director said each night is a different horror movie style. That'd be great if stylistically, too, they kind of altered what they were doing with each night. Why connect it to the game? Good question. Money. It sucks, but, I mean, part of the blame has to go to the movie-going audience, you know? Look at the movies that make money. It's the ones based on IPs. It's the ones that people are familiar with. If more people... and there are exceptions. You know, Substance did great. But it is generally more difficult if they were to make this movie under an entirely different name and premise. It would have a much lower chance of getting recognition and doing well, as opposed to being like, well, people know Until Dawn. It has a fan base. Let's just call it that. Granted, at that point, you run the risk of that fan base, depending on their predilections, rejecting the movie outright because of how unfaithful it is. So that's the risk. But I don't know what the answer is. I don't think anybody does. Also, I peeped that Dochi Tiny Desk in suggestions. I haven't watched it yet. I brought it up, and then I was like, wait a minute, I want to really know these songs before I hear the Tiny Desk version. So I looked up the playlist, like the set list that she would do, and then I went and listened to and watched all those music videos. But then I haven't gone back yet, and it's still in a tab, opening a tab downstairs. Her latest video is really cool. What song is it? The one where it's like a sitcom-esque, where it's like Too Many Cooks? It was a really good video. Really good song. Denial is a River. Thank you. Thank you, Midwestrogen, which is a great name. You got there first. Thank you. Okay. The Woman in the Yard. So this is a Blumhouse movie. Look at the difference here, though, dude. Until Dawn trailer, less than 1 million views from 5 days ago. Woman in the Yard. I mean, I guess it's been out a week, but that's just 2 more extra days. 16 million? Holy shit. Comments. Oh, Until Dawn has way more comments. 5.5K compared to 2.8. I mean, I get a lot of the comments are talking about how it's not the game, which again, fair criticism. How did it get this many views and not as many comments? Fuck. Oh, you can't see the views. I'm sorry. This has 16.2 million views, whereas Until Dawn has less than 1 million. What the fuck? 16.2 million? Are those real? That's a ton of views, dude. It's hard to trust anything on the internet now. All of it's fucking fake bots and AI shit. Who knows, man? All of it's fucking publicity stunts. 12-hour bans. We're truly in the stupidest time period. We're truly in the dumbest time period. What does Atriot call it? Max stupid. if the marketing department is paying for them, it might be per video or mid-roll ads. This should have been in the news, actually. But it was a small story, so I'm not surprised that it fell through the cracks. Strange Darling. The Strange Darling, if you haven't seen Strange Darling, watch it without knowing anything. Go into it, watch it. It's fucking great. Great cast with Willa Fitzgerald and Kyle Gardner. They're doing such good shit. But the distributor of Strange Darling is suing the marketing department, the marketing partner that they had, alleging that Spellbinder, the marketing partner, failed to contribute its half of the $2 million marketing spend. It also claims that the company kept some of the funds and bought social media followers and views on various platforms to create the appearance of a successful marketing campaign. It only made $3 million on its budget of at least $4 million. Awful box office, despite its very good word of mouth. The lawsuit claims that Spellbinder failed to deliver a contractually obligated dashboard providing live updates on the media spend and throttled back the campaign. But they're alleging that they bought views to make it look like their marketing was being successful, whereas actually people weren't seeing it. Yes, further, it appears that Spellbinder purchased views of videos posted to plaintiff's YouTube account. The videos have a high number of views, but extremely limited engagement, which suggests that the views are not genuine. The few comments on these YouTube videos also appear to have been generated by bots. Despite gaining millions of views on the top videos posted on the account itself has generated less than 500 subscribers. Obviously, they're, denying the allegations, but we'll see. I can't fucking trust anything, man. It's just... My friends and I have a saying. We're just like, yeah, everything sucks. I think I've talked about it before. I don't want to rehash. I hate repeating shit. It's hard not to feel that way sometimes, though, man. At least horror is good. Horror movies and pop music. There is what is good right now. Let's check out The Woman in the Yard with its 16.2 million views on this trailer.
When the sun is bright and the wind is still, she comes to you like a sudden chill.
I have the gain boosted all the way. I don't know how to make this louder, y'all. I don't know. It's loud for you. You can barely hear it. Here, like I can add a gain. Can you just turn your volume up? Can you turn your volume up? My mic is much louder than the video too. Well, okay, so is the problem me? Okay. Here, let's do this. I'll just make us both fucking loud. How about that? How's this? Is that better?
Head to toe. When the sun is bright
Okay.
and the wind is still.
Also, I never alleged that Blumhouse bought views, and I would never allege that. Because think about it in the case of Strange Darling. It's not the company that made it. It was their marketing partners that they are alleging have done that. So, Remember that there are always other companies involved than the ones that are publicly there. So don't just make assumptions based on the companies that you recognize and know. There's always other people involved, and you never know who's doing what. Anyway.
When the sun is bright and the wind is still, she comes to you like a sudden chill.
She chilling?
Draped in black from head to toe. How she got there, you'll never know.
Today's the day.
Okay. A little bit of black. That's better. She's sitting there.
Today's the day.
All right. That's coming out soon. How fucking Fortnite brain demonic that. I see this, I'm like, dude, the hunting rifle, really? The drop on that fucking sucks, dude. Might as well grab a railgun. I gotta fix my brain, dude. Yeah, the tagline should be, she's sitting there. Anyway, I hope for Blumhouse's sake that this does well. Because unfortunately, Wolfman did not. Really did not do that well. We are supposed to have a video out on our set visit. Oh man, I feel so bad that that's not out yet. Because it's really cool, the stuff that we got to see. But the fires, and then I was sick. Ugh, I gotta get that done. I'm sorry. So, we'll try and get that done for Wolfman. Yeah, Wolfman's out. There you go. Person whose name doesn't even show up. I didn't have to see it. We had the interviews, though. Those were good, right? All right, last one. Opus. Oh. Theo's in this. And John Malkovich. And Julia Lewis. Oh. And Amber Midthunder. Okay. All right. Opus.
There's a rumor flying around that Moretti's back. Like, Moretti?
After 30 years outside the public eye, pop icon Moretti returns for an exclusive listening experience.
He's bringing you a gift.
This is for Ariel Ecton.
Love Ao. Love her.
It'll be an absolute honor to spend this weekend with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, namaste. Everybody meet Ariel, some young blood from the magazine. This is Clara, the most hated sex symbol on TV.
Thank you. How's print media treating you?
Oh.
Congratulations, and welcome to this once-in-a-lifetime gathering.
Moretti requires that everyone be shaven. So, how's the lady garden?
Mr. Moretti, we'll be playing the greatest album of modern times. Future times, all the times, really.
All stuff, yep.
And there is more to come.
Ensemble cast.
So much more.
What is it that you guys do?
Would you like to see?
Oh, there's no call, sorry.
Upset that I'm not on stage.
Is this not alarming to you?
The back row's asleep, but the front row's ready to rage.
Are you sure you haven't been drinking with us?
Okay.
That bobblehead had a little penis.
What the fuck is this?
Great. Okay. Pop star who... Did they hear me talking about jump scares? Did they hear me talking about jump scares? I mean, I guess it's a horror. I think that looks good. If the menu... It's like the menu of Slovak was in Pink Floyd, says Kevin Daniels. And it's, the spreadsheet is pretty boring. What? Oh, someone said I'm getting Blink Twice vibes. That's what I was feeling about that other movie based on the description that it was written. But, yeah, I mean, you got a pop star, you got a cult. I'm interested in that. Ketchup like the Blue Lobster. Oh, Froggy Fresh lost them with the cult. I know that Chelsea is also bored of cult stuff, but, you know. I don't think... the cast is... I like the cast. Juliette Lewis. Love seeing her and stuff. All right. I think that's all I got. Have you all played Cult of the Lamb? I have not, no. We were talking about playing... What's that movie where it's probably not even cool anymore? But... Fuck, what's it called? It's like an indie horror game. It's like... The thickening, the glue thing. What was it? It was a recent game. Not Lethal Company, not Bendy. No, it came out recently. Mouthwashing. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking with the glue stuff. Mouthwashing. We were thinking about doing that maybe on a stream. So, maybe we'll do that. I gotta finish that fucking Thing game. I'll do that. I'll do that sometime. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Welcome back to this. Sorry it wasn't yesterday, but it was a holiday, and I was sick. So, we'll see you on the next one. And, what do I think of Penta in the WWE? Pretty cool. Love his look. Very cool look. I think it's going to resonate with people who don't know him immediately. Cool. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.